Hi friends, Allison here with AJ's Inspired Life, and I have another edition of What's on My Desk. Today I wanted to show you um, some of my glue pages. This is literally what's on my desk. I've been just working obviously through this government shutdown, world shutdown, stay at home order. I've had a lot more time in my craft room, obviously. I'm working from home. It allows me, much less time in driving. And also, we don't have any of our activities. So I have two high schoolers, all sports, all activities have been canceled. So anyway, time at my desk. So this is something that's on my desk that I work on kind of in spurts, and I just wanted to show you. I do it on a bunch of different things, and these are just my glue pages or my collage pages. Everybody does these. I know they're not new, but I just wanted to show you some of mine. These, I know Laura over at the Jersey Crafter does a lot of glue pages, and also Lynn Loves Life, Love Lynn's Life, where I'm a Patreon. She has some amazing collage pages that she does, and then she sells either through her Patreon or her Etsy that you can buy and print up and like use in your journals. And I'm trying to just look if I have a piece here, because I think I've used up pretty much all my pieces recently. So anyway, but nope, that's not one. Okay, so anyway, I just wanted to show you what I have. So sometimes I do them on loose paper. So as an example, this is like obviously out of a notebook, but I don't remember, but sometimes if I have an old happy planner or something like that, those pages are kind of strong enough usually to withhold the glue. Now sometimes and I'm trying to look if this is one. I don't think this is one. Sometimes I Mod Podge these on, or like wet liquid glue them, and they get a little bit glossier shine to them. So some of them will look like that, you can see. So this is one. I think this one's done. Sometimes I do them in stages, so I'll glue a bunch and then I'll go back and add stuff to the top. So I just wanted to show you. So this is one. Here's another one, same size. I kind of did these together. So once you have stuff out on your desk, obviously, let me make sure I have you guys here. Okay. So you can see. So I've just gone on and added some paint and stuff on top, a little bit of doodles, whatnot. And most of these pages are not like scrapbook paper. This is all like magazine. Okay, this is like pictures from magazines. All right. Okay, so this is one. This is actually one I did last night. I was watching a really stupid show on Netflix, and sometimes I just like to do something while I'm watching, right? I don't want to just sit and watch. It's hard for me to do that. And so I worked on this one. And again, this is like, well, that's a scrapbook paper. I just know it's a little piece I had from something. And this polka dot is a scrapbook paper, but the rest is like from magazines. All right. Here's another one I did last night. If you guys don't own stock in Netflix, this is the time, right? Oh my gosh, this lockdown is and I actually do that while I'm working on the pages. I actually turn the page and work on it like different angles, because I don't want it to have like an up and a down or a top, if you will, because I want to be able to like use them, scan them, whatever, or use them in this manner as is. All right, this is one, oops. This is one I did last week. I posted this on my Instagram, actually. This one's done. So this, you could see that piece of washi came up. Like, I haven't put a clear top on this, and these are stickers too, and they have a little bit more of a difficult time sticking. So this might be one I add some Mod Podge to. I have to decide what I'm going to do with it first, if I'm going to send it out in Happy Mail or if I'm going to cut it up. All right, here's another one. So this one actually, I feel obviously has to go this way. If I'm going to add writing, this is a quote and it comes one way, and I only added one quote. So sometimes there'll be multiple quotes on here, like this one. And so they kind of face different ways, right? This one, I don't know. I loved that quote, and it was like sewn into this quilt picture that I cut out. And so it ended up being a little bit of a centerpiece, if you will. This is napkins. These two are napkins. This is off a notepad that sweet Elizabeth sent me a long time ago. And the rest is just magazine pictures and some washi tape. All right, this is, okay, this is a different piece of paper. This is a big book page. I'm gonna move myself so I can see. Hold on one second. I know, buddy. I know, buddy. I have Buddy here with me too. Okay, so this is a big book page. Let me get my sleeves out for you. Sorry. And I just ripped it out. It's like a big encyclopedia, if you will, coffee table book that I use. I got it at the thrift store for like $1. And this is all napkins. So you can see that it adds, you know, some kind of cool texture behind it, because they're obviously transparent when you put them on here. Now this I did Mod Podge. I don't know if you can see that shine. Is that showing up for you at all? Let me see if I can get, I don't have great light in here, I'm sorry. Okay, so that's all napkins. And that I have folded already. I was thinking, I don't know, I might make it into a signature. I might send it out in Happy Mail. I'm not too sure yet, but I did already have it folded like this. And while I'm on folding, well, let me show you this. Okay, so this is what I started some pages in. This is an like a really old book. It's just called Scrapbook, but it has plain brown paper pages. Brilliant, Allison. They're like, I mean, they're like a sack, right? They're like craft paper, maybe? Is that what you call it? But it's kind of cool because it's brown, and I didn't feel like I wanted to use it for art journaling necessarily. The brown throws me off a little bit for that. And so I thought, oh, I'll do some glue pages in here. So I made this my glue book. Now, I really like this because they're all in one space, obviously, but I can't really work on more than one page at a time, because especially if it's, if I'm doing the Mod Podge, right? Because this is all wet, and then I can't turn it and work on the next one. So let me show you these real quickly. I'll flip it this way, actually, because I have a little bit more room this way. So you can see again the difference. These are napkins again. So if you put the napkins on white, obviously, versus if you put them on the dark. So this is obviously a way darker page, which is fine. It just gives it a completely different like aesthetic, if you will. Okay. Same thing here. And again, this one's not done, but this was like the rest of my napkins that, you know, whatever. Okay, so I just start, and then I'll continue to add to this. Here's another one. And again, sometimes if I have like this is what happened last night. My desk, you guys, is like covered in bits and pieces and stuff. Like it's, I mean, I have little tiny pieces, as an example, this and this, like right now on my desk. So as I get more of these piled up, if I'm not going to toss them and I feel like, oh, I should glue them on something, I'll either come to a page that's not done, or I'll just start a new page. And so some of these get added kind of randomly. So some of these are literally like scraps, not that are cohesive, if you will, like that don't all go together. So like this one, I kind of worked with some pages that I chose, I ripped apart, you know, I had some bits and bobs. You can see they're all the same. This page is more, well, you have some here that I painted, obviously, but like this piece doesn't have a matching pieces. This is just the edge off of a scrapbook paper that I use. This is the border edge, right? So sometimes it's just like what's literally left on my desk. Here's some tissue paper from a gift. I had put some in my journal this day, this clear with the silver. And I had an extra piece. I'm like, I'm just going to glue it into a glue book. Okay. A collage page, if you will. So here's some more of that same tissue paper, because I didn't want to like throw it out. It's so fun. So some of these, yeah, I don't know. I really like, I haven't like gone over and repainted or done anything else on this. And this is a Mod Podge one also. So can you see that glare? Yeah. Okay. All right, here's one. You can see, like, I do it in layers. So again, there's the tissue paper. This is fun. I love my Japanese books. I think they're Japanese. It was in the Japanese section at the thrift store. So, but I love cutting up those and putting those in there. Here's another one. This is all with the exception of the tissue paper. This is all envelopes from bill day, if you will. And so I saved them, and I like the different colors, obviously, and glued them all in here because they're so much fun. Like the insides of those security envelopes are fun. Here's another one that I thought was fun. I do like this one. I don't know where this paper came from. It's not like a scrapbook paper. It's some sort of book page or something. It's really cool. This is a page. Oh, this is funny. Okay, so I cut this already. So I already used this. So sometimes I just cut them up and use them. So I just sent out some Happy Mail this week. This is all washi tape. It was all in different directions and whatnot. And so I cut off the bottom of this page and used it as a card in one of my Happy Mails that I sent out. And so that's something else you can do. I mean, obviously they're so usable. I mean, you could just easily cut it up and use it as a card, right? That would make a really fun card. So this was just a washi tape one. Here's another one. So I might scan these in and share them with you guys. If that's something you're interested in, let me know. This one was just the pieces off of Christmas cards that we got. Obviously not all of them, but I just thought some of them were fun and I wanted to keep them. I don't keep all the Christmas cards. I have friends that file them all and make a scrapbook out of each year, and I just don't do that. But I thought this last year would be fun to cut off some of the titles from it. I don't know. I just thought it'd be kind of cute. So I made that one. Here's another one with some more Christmas cards. I just like them. This is a fun one I made. So this one you can see I've gone in and added a little bit more layers already, and I've added some of the washi that I like. So the difference you can kind of see without any other layers, and then with some more detail. Is that picking up for you guys? So, and Lynn, if you go over to Lynn's channel, and she has a video up recently of kind of her process on this, because she does this really, really well. She's so talented with like how she coordinates papers and stuff, and I don't know, mine don't look anything like hers, but anyway, she does layers also, so stamps and markers and paint and like all her stuff. So if you have a chance, check her out. I'll link her below. And I think that's it for this book. So that's one place I keep them. The other thing I do is if I have something else to do them on, I just glue on anything, you guys. So this is a giant envelope, right? And some of you have gotten these from me. Sometimes if I mail out Happy Mail, or sometimes when I mail out Happy Mail, I send it in an envelope similar to this. Sometimes I just watercolor on them or whatnot. And so, but I just thought this was cool. It says Sending Sunshine. And I just put some magazine pictures on here. So kind of fun. I think this is really fun. I put some candy wrappers on here and just some different images. So I will not, on this, I don't know if I'll add anything. Well, I might stamp. I don't know. It's already Mod Podge, so I don't want to add like tape necessarily because it won't stick very well. And if I'm going to mail it, I have it folded like this because I was going to make a journal and then have this as a pocket, right? And I may still well do that, but I know right now that's not a journal size I'm interested in. It's like too big this way for me. So, I might make it as a Happy Mail. I might send it out as a flat envelope. I might make a journal, you know, and send it as a Happy Mail as a gift. So we'll see. But that's another thing you can glue on. Here is just a piece of, gosh, what do you call this? Freezer paper? Freezer paper, maybe. Like out of your kitchen. okay? And I simply ripped a piece off. I have to kind of move it like this, or I guess I could zoom you out a little bit. Let's see. There you go. Now you can see some more. I just ripped a piece off. It wasn't any measurement. It wasn't anything. And again, I just kind of come in and glue. This is Mod Podge, so I guess I shouldn't say glue, but I just stick stuff on here. You can see there's some of my napkins. This is obviously just magazine pictures, nothing specific. What I have done is folded it under and folded it this way for now. It's not like a size of a book necessarily that I would use, but I've been playing with it a little bit. And I may, you know, do something like this. That would be closer to the size of a book. I don't know. I might cut these off, use them as tags, or just send them, not too sure. I may just send it like this to somebody. So that's another one. And again, I can't use all of it, right? So I'm happy to share it or whatnot. This again is that freezer paper. I don't know, I have it taped somehow. I don't know why I folded it like that, but I obviously, so this is just some more napkins and whatnot. I have cut this up. I had a much bigger piece, and I've cut this up and used it in Happy Mail. Okay, because this is just like something fun you could add in as a pocket or as a tag, or you could just even cut a strip off of and make a, gosh, what do I want to say? Like a tab on a, oh, I shook you guys, so sorry. Like if you did this and then you had a book and I would just go like that, right? And I would staple it onto a page like that. Does that make sense? Look what fun that is, right? And so that's a super easy way to cut those collage sheets up and just use them. Super simple. So that's that idea. Let's see, I just have, I think, two more. Oh, so see, look at, this is a piece I cut. This was all one piece. And I think this one, yep, this one went with it. Okay, so I took a giant collage that I had done on this, again, freezer paper. It's like, I think this is freezer paper, right, you guys? It's glossy on one side and it's not glossy on the other. It's, right, but it's fun because listen, I love it. But it holds the glue really well because it's glossy on one side. So anyway, this was a giant sheet. I obviously folded it, cut it in 4s or whatever. I sent one, I know, this week in Happy Mail. So that is it, you guys. I just wanted to show you what's on my desk. If I really wanted to show you what's on my desk here, I'll take you down for a second and I'll show you. Like, this is, see my piles of bits and bobs. And so that's the stuff I work with. I have another pile if you come over here, right? These are things I've cut out of magazines or what I'm working on in my daily journal. So as these things pile up, I just tend to glue them down to stuff. So I'll show you this real quickly. Also, I just watched, who was I watching? Shoot, I forgot. And I think it was an older video, but I was making some of these craft folders. So I am going to be doing a special Happy Mail coming up. Giveaway for my channel, and I think this is what I'm gonna make. I think this is what I want to give away. I'm gonna make some of these folders to give away with some little prizes. I have another idea I'm working on for a folder made out of a different material, so I might do that. But anyway, so that's why this is on my desk. So this is my normal desk. It's like I kind of have different projects going on. I have different, you know, ephemera, blah 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 mess, right? I love this picture. Look at this. How cool is that? So like stuff like that, it just gets cut out and on my desk. I have random stuff, right? It's just got to get used. I have it everywhere. So when I don't know what to do with it, I have some planner stickers here. When I don't know what to do with it or it doesn't get used necessarily, I might cut this up and glue it onto a page and then I have it. So that's what's on my desk today, you guys. I hope you are handling this time at home well, enjoying time with the people that you do have around you and making the most of it. So I hope you are well, and I hope you find something today that inspires you. Have a great day, and thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. Take care. Bye.